One of the biggest pronunciation mistakes Italians make are those verbs that end in ed. And so today we're finally going to learn how to pronounce them correctly. Welcome to my channel, io sono Miriam Romeo, e se capisci l'inglese ma non riesci a parlarlo come vorresti, then I would love to be your English coach. If your English still sounds too Italian, I have a free pronunciation lesson waiting for you. Just click on the link in the description box below. You'll learn 5 great and easy tips that you can apply today to make your English sound and feel so much better and smoother. Past and the participle forms of regular verbs end in ed. We all know the rule, but the problem is the pronunciation. People mispronounce them all the time. How do you pronounce this? The correct pronunciation is liked. Liked. That E is silent. And in this case, that final D sounds more like a T. It gets a softer T sound, liked, because you're coming from a K sound. So you just naturally transition into a T sound more than a D, because liked, it's an impossible transition, so you say liked, liked. If you take this one, it's pronounced explained, explained. In this one, the final sound is more like a D, because you're coming from an N sound, from an N. Your vocal cords are already vibrating for the N, explain. So that following D, explained, just comes out more like a D, like a proper D, explained. So liked, explained. That vowel, the E, is silent. Like, liked. Explain, explained. There's absolutely nothing in between. Repeat after me. Looked, asked, asked. Talked, stopped, exercised, linked, closed, answered, enjoyed, described, followed, pronounced. Now, what did all the verbs we just mentioned have in common? That's right, we never pronounced that final vowel, that E of the suffix ed. So can we say that that vowel, that E in the past and in the participle forms of all the regular verbs is always silent? Actually, no. So I know what you're thinking. When is it not silent? How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to remember? So that E is not completely silent when you have a verb that ends in either a T or a D. But, and hear me out, this is not something that you're going to have to remember, like a rule. I'm telling you and I'm going to explain it to you, but it's actually something that is very intuitive and that just happens naturally. Take the verb decide. Decide. Its past form is this. You just add a D because you already have a final E in the spelling. And it's pronounced decided. Decided. Id. Now here I am pronouncing that last vowel, but it's just a small schwa. Decided. Decided. To go from the first D to the second D. Decided. Did. Decided. And the same goes for the verb paint. It becomes painted. Painted. Now the reason why you don't have to remember is because you couldn't do otherwise. Even if you tried to drop that vowel sound completely and do the same thing that you do when you pronounce liked, asked, dropped, what would happen? You just couldn't. Try if you don't believe me. What are you going to do? Pronounce this decided or this ended? Right? You just need something in the middle to separate the two consonant sounds because it's the same sound. They are too similar. You can't just repeat it without nothing in between. It would feel awkward and like stuttering. It's just unnatural and impossible, frankly. And in fact, you've never even thought of saying decided or needed, right? You just need something in between. Ended, needed, decided, painted. So to recap, just think that for the regular verbs, when you have a past or a participle form, so you have that suffix ed, you don't pronounce that vowel, that e. Dropped, dreamed. But if you can't fully drop that vowel, just say a small schwa. Accepted, hated. I really hope this was helpful. And write in the comments below if you've ever struggled with this pronunciation, with these sounds. Did you hear what I just said? Struggled. Struggled. And now if you haven't, go click on the link in the description box below to get your free pronunciation lesson. And if you'd like to work with me, you can contact me at this email address right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.